Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is something that I find very interesting. For those of you who have been following the channel, you know that I used to play Skull and Bones. I used to be excited about Skull and Bones. The original vision of Skull and Bones was what excited me. Unfortunately, it seems that Ubisoft didn't really know what to do, especially I'm talking about Ubisoft Singapore. And most developers from Brittany, which is where I'm also from by the way, eventually left the project, and the project was handed to developers from Singapore, who unfortunately had a completely different vision. Originally, Skull and Bones resonated to me because they wanted to bring some historical aspects to the game, some realistic aspect. They didn't want to make another Sea of Thieves. They wanted to make something a bit more immersive. And then the developers from Brittany left. They were replaced by developers from Singapore, and what they're doing is another Sea of Thieves. And I hated that. I hate the fantasy that they have brought, all the monsters, the zombies or whatever. I hate that. I don't want to see that in my games. And so when I'm seeing this new game called Ahoy, which seems to be a realistic sailing game with pirates in the Caribbean, now this also resonates to me, especially since it seems like it's going to be a multiplayer game and an open world game as well. So let's have a look here and let's watch the Kickstarter trailer. It's all made in Unreal Engine, by the way. Oh, that is impressive.
A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory.
Ah, an English vessel.
Or downfall.
I don't think that there's going to be swashbuckling. I think it's going to be just on ships.
Death and dishonor. Fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back. And the legend we become.
I have a little boat there. This looks great, by the way. These are some models that will be used in a game. See, that is escapism. That's where I want to spend time. Escape.
So we chart our next course. We sail, we fight, we endure.
Yeah, they're showing the British a bit too much.
Life. And life is the voyage.
Dolphins. Now about this. Man, this looks very promising. I mean, it's all CGI, I suppose, right? But
hello and welcome to Port Royal, Jamaica, the vibrant heart of the West Indies in the year 1780.
Alright, so it's set in 1780.
I'm Tyler, lead developer at Capstan Games, and today we're thrilled to set sail with you on an extraordinary voyage to the 18th century age of sail. With our project, Ahoy.
A new maritime odyssey.
Ahoy is a first-person, multiplayer, naval experience rooted...
First person. It's not third person. It's first person. Already that's straight into my alley. I love this. Multiplayer open world. Yes.
in real history. Built to capture
Real
the
history.
thrill, beauty and brutality of the age of sail. This isn't fantasy. There's no monsters or magic.
Ha ha ha! Take that, Skull and Bones!
It's the salt air, billowing canvas, and roaring cannon fire. It's a world that we believe deserves a place in modern gaming.
Yes!
One that's often overlooked, Hollywoodized or simplified.
Hollywoodized. Yes, thank you. I'm so sick of this shit with all this Hollywood crap and woke bullshit. I hate all of this. I'm so glad that we're seeing English boats with English crews.
You'll dive into the world of fully
Makes
immersive
sense.
multi-crew
1780.
gameplay, where cooperation is the key to victory. Every player begins their story as a naval officer, bound
And English
to the strict
captains,
regulations
native
of the
English
Articles of
captains,
War.
as they were.
While their path may deviate from that of the navies over time, this trial by salt and sea is the making of every captain's grasp on seamanship. Whether you're captaining your own ship or wish to become a vital part of a friend's crew, teamwork and organisation is essential to manage, sail, and engage in fierce naval combat
Wow, so there's gonna be like a captain and other crew members will be handling sails or how the ship will steer or the cannons.
Board these stunning vessels of the past.
I love the music.
You and your player officers will carve out your own path through the management of your NPC crew and the complexities of navigation. Ahoy is a skills-based experience where seamanship should be easy to learn, but hard to master.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to play a long time to master these. That's
Our
great.
voyage today begins with a clear structure, what we call our staged development.
Oh, all right. So public release. So closed alpha will be early next year. Public release for the arena. So the arena is going to. Why is there this flag? It's in 1780, so it shouldn't be the French flag. It can't be. So the public arena is like, ships fighting, and the upper world is still doubles, probably 27 or 28.
Plan. We're not pitching a sprawling open world on day one. That's our long-term vision, and it's still on the horizon, but what we're building first is a solid foundation.
That's what you have to do when you start
Sea Trials will
building
be our
a
earliest
Bane and
playable
MMO,
release.
the foundations.
It's a peaceful sailing experience focused entirely on the feel of the sea. Working the sails, steering the ship, and learning to navigate.
That's going to be super important, right? Because when the game releases and you know how to pilot your ship, that's going to be making quite a difference compared to, people are going to be joining
It's
right
your
after.
introduction to the core mechanics of Ahoy, and it's where we'll shape the handling and interactive systems of our ships alongside our early backers. Following on from Sea Trials, we move into Arena, our first public release. Arena is a competitive PvP experience.
Oh, yes, that's going to be quite exciting. Look at that. So we've got the British. We've got, these are going to be the French. These are the Spanish, the Dutch, and the Americans. I mean, it's in 1780, so I guess.
2 teams, multiple ships, intense naval combat. It's fast-paced and focused. Arena places you in one of many real-world locations. We often choose these battle maps based on key historical engagements within the Caribbean.
Oh, in
Each
the
map
Caribbean.
located-
All right, so it's going to be in the Caribbean only. They're not going to be putting that in the Bay of Biscay, for example, which is on the shores of Brittany, or around Spain. No, it's only going to be there, right? Okay. Well, those islands. Is this Martinique here? It looks like it could be. Yeah, and this is Guadeloupe. Yeah, that is not Martinique, because Martinique is further down, but that is definitely Guadeloupe.
Location will be a contained space, which can be used for any of Arena's current or planned game modes.
Wow.
At Arena's public release, we intend to feature many different ways to play. For now, there are 4 key modes we plan to include.
Okay, all right. So peaceful sailing with friends. So that's going to be the first one. Sea Trials. Beat to quarter. 2 teams, multiple ship. Cool. What is that? Nomakia. Every captain for themselves. Oh, I see. It's like a free-for-all. And dominate capture and hold objectives. So it's kind of like a capture the flag. I like this.
Firstly,
This is fun.
Sea Trials, a continuation of our original alpha release. Sea Trials will allow you to continue to peacefully sail together with friends within one of these contained maps. This is a great space for some role-playing, practice sailing, or community-arranged races.
Can you imagine
Next is
all the
beat to quarters.
machinimas that people will
Pick
do?
your ships, set sail, and engage the enemy head-on. Work as a team to overwhelm the enemy and bring victory home for your nation.
That is going
Next,
to be awesome.
Naumachia, named for the staged naval battles of ancient Rome and later revitalized in 18th century pleasure culture. This mode pitches ship against ship, every captain for themselves. The last ship left afloat takes the spoils. And finally, Dominion. Each map is divided into key objectives. Work as a team to capture, hold, and defend these objectives in order to
Nice.
maintain dominion over the sea and secure victory.
This is like a
Arena's
battlefield, but
broad
on the
range
sea.
of possible game modes really opens the doors as development continues. While we only intend to launch with these 4 game modes,
Wait a
we
second.
can see great
Wait a second. That is in Brittany. Quiberon Bay. Quiberon is in Brittany. Yes, there we go. I like this. Thank you for showing my nation.
While we only intend to launch with these 4 game modes, We can see great reasons to explore other forms of conflict in the future, both on land and at sea. As well as this, we plan to continue to add more ships to Ahoy.
Oh, that is in-game. Look at that. This looks great. Yeah, you can tell it's Unreal Engine 5, but I love the Unreal Engine. I think it looks great.
Which will find their place in Arena first. Each new ship will bring a new strategy.
Oh, they even have the fate of the ship so we know what happened to it. Wow. I love those details.
With more ways to engage the enemy. It's important to state that we've made a...
Look at that. I love that. It's like... it's just behind where I am, of course. I love those details, and I love how those ships look. This looks so cool. So cool.
Commitment to never sell ships to players. All ships added to Ahoy will be added as a...
Here's a French boat. The Cleos, 6-rate flute. Based on the lines of Ménagère. Oh. Fate unknown.
free update. Arena will also feature a number of earnable and buyable cosmetics. We want there to be equally exciting cosmetic options no matter how you choose to get them. All cosmetics, whether earned or bought, can be further customized as part of your ship or uniform,
Good.
allowing you the final say on colours, patterns, and other details.
But it's still
The
going
18th
to look
century was an
realistic.
immensely colourful period, especially when it comes to fashion and ship architecture. And we intend to fully represent the wide range of expressions shown during this time. We're hopeful that Arena will be an amazing place to explore naval combat like never before. Should Arena succeed as we hope it will continue to fund the future of Ahoy. That's where our vision for Ahoy really expands.
So are we going to be able to walk eventually on those islands and do stuff, not just on the ship?
Our ultimate vision of Ahoy is to build a persistent, multiplayer, open world. Imagine the entire Caribbean coastline fully explorable. Player-driven economies,
Yes!
long-standing factions and naval conflicts, trade, smuggling, piracy, the true Age of Sail dream.
So
The
we
open
could.
world would become a living and immersive recreation of the West Indies. We envision a Caribbean where you can sail from end to end
Yes.
with a mixed PvP and PvE environment, where players smuggle, trade and wage war across national lines. You might recruit a crew from a tavern in Havana and set sail at dusk, chasing whispers of a French convoy headed for Port-au-Prince. You might run dangerous cargo as a merchant, raid enemy shipping lines as a privateer, or sit quietly with your friends playing chess as your ship drifts under the starlight. Every player would find their role within a constantly evolving world. We're extremely passionate about this open world vision,
This
and it's what
looks
we really
so
want to
good.
build.
Oh, look at that. Another picture of Brittany. Nice.
It's clear to us that this is a vastly ambitious project, and it remains a broader vision of what we'd wish to build in the future. Everything we're building now, both with Sea Trials and Arena, lays the groundwork for that future.
Historical
One of the things
accuracy.
we're
Oh,
most
that's
proud
what I
of is
like.
our commitment,
Yes.
as far as it is possible, to historical accuracy.
I love this so much. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm from a town called Saint-Malo in Brittany, which is it's a Corsair city. Some of the most infamous, or famous, because we think they're famous, the rest of the world think that they are infamous, Corsairs of the world came from Saint-Malo, and they were sailing the seas, raiding ships, bringing back the loot. It's in our culture. This sense of piracy, this pirate culture is within us. So I'm naturally inclined to be attracted by historically accurate games like those. That's why I'm so excited when I'm seeing this. This really speaks to me.
Every ship in Ahoy is reconstructed from real plans. Every uniform, weapon, and structure is built on reference and research. Our artists and
so
researchers
this really
spend
existed,
countless
right?
hours
Look at
poring over
that.
archives, museum scans, and written records to bring the 18th century world back to life. As we hope is evidenced in our digital reconstruction of Port Royal, Jamaica, Ahoy aims to leave no stone unturned when it comes to researching, reconstructing, and visualizing
Wow,
the
they're
locations,
building the
material
cities based
culture,
on the plans.
and perhaps most importantly, the real lives of men, women, and children during this period.
And of course, they
But our
have
commitment
the
to history
slaves as
doesn't
well,
stop at
in
the
a
visuals.
sense.
The Age of Sail in the Caribbean was not just glory and gunpowder, it was also domination, colonization, and enslavement.
Yeah.
The Caribbean of the 1780s was shaped by the transatlantic slave trade and the destruction of native lives and culture. We feel an enormous obligation to do this history justice, and we do not seek to shy away from its reality. While it
Good.
of course goes without saying that these events will not form the basis of any gameplay features in Ahoy,
Good.
players will not participate in these acts of brutality.
Good.
We are actively engaging in academic debates on the subject. We are incorporating those consensuses on the subject and its proper representation in video games into Ahoy's vision.
Yes, right? It's as much as it's tragic and sad and disgusting, it must be shown. It's the reality. As much as it is despicable, and the way we think is despicable in today's point of view, of course, right? That's not the debate. But it must be shown, and that's why I hate the Hollywood fashion of showing things and all this woke bullshit to try to glorify because some people because of some no. It's the past is the past, the present is the present, and the past should be depicted as it was, and now we're living in different areas, and we should be living in different areas where we should be looking toward the future, living together in peace and seeking prosperity all together. But of course the past was not like that, and I'm glad that they want to show that.
It is vitally important to us to ensure that our digital representation of this world acknowledges and reflects this difficult history with a careful sensitivity and duty of care. These stories of hardship and suffering deserve to be told, and we feel that video games are a form of storytelling that can educate and inform like no other. We feel compelled to make the commitment that we will not sanitize the past for the sake of marketability or simplicity, and we hope we can by extension expand the medium of video games as a source of education and impactful storytelling. Throughout development, we will continue to seek advice to guide us forward and find a respectful way to represent this reality, as well as to stick to our commitment of historical accuracy.
Oh, this feels so refreshing in today's gaming industry.
So let's talk about the roadmap. Depending on the success of this Kickstarter campaign, we are targeting a closed launch of our alpha release, Sea Trials, in Q1 2026.
By the way, quick break here. The Kickstarter campaign is really successful. Look at that. They have already... This is like Star Citizen on Sea. They've already risen. Look at this. $308,000. And there's 26 days to go. And I'm going to be one of them. I'm just waiting for my next paycheck, and I'll probably pick a copy so that I can have access to all the early access. But yeah, this really excited about this, and lots of people are. And that is really a project that I would like to be backing. Right? Look at some of these rewards here. Master and Commander, 2 copies. I would like to get several of these copies and then give them away. I think that these would be some great giveaways. I'll try to consider that here. Yeah. All right. This is great. I love it. Let's keep on watching, by the way. Let's keep on watching. Let's go back here.
Over the course of that year, we plan to continually update and expand Sea Trials into the full arena release. Throughout this period, backers will gain access to key milestones, helping us test and refine every aspect of the game.
Yeah. So they're going to be
targeting a release of Arena
using us as
for
beta
Q4
tester or alpha tester.
as
like
a standalone experience through our own launcher and on both Steam and Epic Games stores.
That's going to be like Arena Commander and Star Citizen.
We don't currently have a release plan for the open world at all. It's a vision, we're working towards it, and we hope to have it in the future. But we must complete Sea Trials and Arena first, ship them to you, make sure they're great, and then we can look at the future.
Yes.
Of course, once Arena has released and continues to develop, or if this campaign really catches wind, we'll review the timeline for the open world and keep the Ahoy community regularly informed.
Which is already catching wind a lot, by the way. Let's go back to the... I know I'm interrupting this again. Let's go back to the Kickstarter here. Because they've already got all the goal. The goal was $108,000, so they've already tripled that, right? So let's look at that here. This is already checked. They did not update it. All of these here, Arena Tournament, the ladder mode here, this is checked. 300,000, we're talking about pounds. This is dollars, so we're not really in dollars yet. It's talking about in pounds, but we'll be there very soon. Dynamic weather, it's going to be checked as well. And if they are going this fast, this quick, some of these new ships will be there as well. So I'm quite confident here that by the end of this week, we already beat our 400,000 British pounds. So what are they going to be finding next to do? Well, maybe they will hire more developers to do the persistent world. Who knows? Why Kickstarter?
So, why Kickstarter? We want to stay as independent as we possibly can.
Yes.
The games industry is quite...
They should. They have no choice. If they submit to a publisher, they are going to have to get rid of the historical accuracy. It's not going to work. Because these publishers, you know, if they cave into these assholes of, you know, Sweet Baby Inc. and all these stupid imbecile, you know, that act as game consultant, they are going to change. They will be forced to change. So they should not. They should stay independent, absolutely, and rely on passionate fans who are going to help them make this game a reality.
Quite frankly, in a bit of a mess at the moment. We've seen friends and past colleagues let go from their jobs in the industry, and we've watched as veteran development studios are closed forever. The best course of action we can possibly take would be to work with our community more directly in the financing of production, so that we are beholden to the players rather than marketing beats or external deadlines.
Yes!
We have explored opportunities to pursue other forms of funding, but the compromises that could come with it, rushed timelines, simplification, loss of control, these compromises don't sit right with us. We're committed to building something that respects history, rewards attention to detail, and doesn't fall back on cheap monetization.
Yes, because those corporate overlords, they don't understand that. They don't care. They just want quick profit at the expense of realism.
Hollywood-style storytelling. Your support through Kickstarter and beyond will help us build Ahoy with our community, for our community, and keep our vision intact.
Yes, who are these guys? I'm loving everything I hear.
Capstan Games is a small team scattered across the globe. We're a group of developers, artists, designers, researchers, musicians, and performers, all bound by a shared fascination with the sea and a passion for storytelling. What we've achieved so far has been built by volunteers and part-time freelancers, working late nights and early mornings because we love what we do. To take Ahoy to the next level, we simply need more hands on deck. With your support, we can bring additional experienced developers on board.
So it's been
to
a passion
accelerate our
project
timelines
so far.
and meet the standards of quality that we have set for ourselves. While we are looking to grow the team, we believe engaging, detailed and expansive experiences like Ahoy are more and more accessible to smaller teams. We want to remain homegrown with a dedication to detail and accuracy, however possible.
Unreal Engine 5 engine can actually make games like this possible.
So, you're ready and waiting to set sail on our voyage.
Yes!
Let's take a look at Kickstarter and some particular rewards that we're offering during this campaign.
Alright.
Firstly, for the earliest possible access to our Sea Trials release, you are looking for the 3rd Lieutenant tier or above.
So if I want to have access, that it would be 3rd Lieutenant. I see. So 2nd Lieutenant will not do. I'm gonna have to go for 3rd Lieutenant. How much does it cost? It's already sold out. Oh, so 2nd Lieutenant will be above, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. No problem. I'm fine spending $82 here. That's totally okay. All right, good.
This will gain you access to our early testing environment, currently targeted for release in Q1 2026. If Arena is more your style, any tier from Midshipman and above will gain you access to your choice of either a Steam or Epic Games Store key when Arena becomes available. Currently targeted for Q4 2026.
It's good that they're going to put it on Steam. It will be more visibility.
If you're interested in physical rewards, we have 2 special items to consider. For tiers of Master and Commander and above, a beautifully presented book detailing the current collection of ship reconstructions from Ahoy. This book will include all of the vital information, historical background, and wonderful imagery of each of these ships, as captured in Ahoy. This book is also available in digital form from the 3rd Lieutenant tier and above. Or perhaps a real piece of 18th century naval fashion that takes your fancy. We're really happy to offer authentic, handmade cocked hats in the British captain's full dress pattern for admirals and admirals of the fleet, with additional laced and unlaced versions available as pledge add-ons.
Oh, my son would be very happy with this.
If in-game cosmetics is more your thing, we have a collection of Founders cosmetics available throughout the tiers. Everything from figureheads to presentation swords. Some of our higher tier pledges also offer the chance to become an NPC within Ahoy, or to sponsor the digital reconstruction and inclusion of a ship of your choice.
I've already checked the, become an NPC. It's all sold out. I've already checked. I was like, man. None left, right? Oh, sorry. Where is it this one here? Yeah, become an NPC. Yeah, 10 backers here. All gone. They need to put more. They're already going to make 10 NPCs out of people. Man, I cannot be an NPC in this game. Damn it. Anyway, let's continue.
Well, there we are. There is no doubt that Ahoy is ambitious, but with sensible milestones, careful budgeting, and the ability to expand our team, we're confident that together we can build something truly incredible. We invite you to explore our extensive FAQ to learn more about our vision for Ahoy. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the Kickstarter comments below, and we're eager to respond to as many of those as we can. Thank you so much for your support. Fair winds and following seas.
I'm so hyped for this.
Dale, Ocell.
Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alleyway.
They got some shanties as well. All right, this is awesome. All right, cool. I'm so excited for this. I don't know what you guys think about Ahoy. I want this. I will get it. I will support them, and I love the vision. This is what I always wanted for a sailing game, right? All right. Guys, if you enjoyed this content, you want to see more of Ahoy as well, let me know in the comment section down below. I have been Erad, and I'll see you guys in the next one.